everyone, and welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here. I'm your host, Laura Canfield. Let me know if you can hear me. We're having a tiny little technical difficulties, so if you can write in the Q&A, that'd be great. For those of you who are new, you can hit *2 to raise your hand if you'd like to get a chance to talk to Bryan later, or you can submit a question on the Q&A. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. This is season 14. I didn't even know this was going to happen until just a few weeks ago, really. And so here we are, and it's an exciting time. There's so much change and transition happening on the planet right now with us, with our bodies, with our energy fields, so much. So Bryan is here today to talk about some of that, an energetic update. I think we could all use one, right, to find out what is going on. And the theme for this season is really simple one: raise your vibration. Right? So we talk about this all the time in all the calls in different ways, in different formats, but this season it's really about raise your vibration. What are you doing to raise your vibration? And so I'm going to invite all of our guests to share some tools and tricks and tips and processes that they use to raise their vibration on a regular basis. And this is something you do daily. It's not just once in a blue moon, it's daily. So I do it all the time. So, I might share my, stuff as well. We'll see. We'll just, we go with the flow here, right? So, like I said, today my wonderful guest is Bryan Rawls. I love him. He's been on our show many times. I've had personal sessions with Bryan. He's amazing. So he's here with us today to launch this season, and he's going to be talking to us about or giving us an energetic update, plus doing some activations. We're not sure what kind yet. We'll see as they come in, right? It's all about being in the moment and in the flow. And so, like I said, Bryan's been with us many times, really talented, really gifted. He works with the angels, he works with the Ascended Masters, he works with the Galactics, he's a shaman, tarot reader, and, so much, right? And so he's clairvoyant, he's clairaudient, and clairsentient. He works with a lot of different tools and a lot of different modalities. And so some of that you will see today or experience today on our call. So you can read up more about him on the live page. And on the live page also we have a link to a special offer. I'm keeping it so simple this season. I'm not selling the recordings, but you'll be able to listen to the replays, as many times as you want, like always. So that's not a problem. So they are there. They're going to be there. But I'm not selling them. So, and we have his special offer, which is up as well. So we'll take a look at that after. So please, thank you so much again for being here. And I invite you to get centered, take a few deep breaths, come back to your heart space, and open up your hearts and join me in welcoming Bryan to the show, and everybody else who's here today, welcoming you all to the show and to this season 14 of Awaken to Happiness Now. So Bryan, welcome.
Thank you, Alera. Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing me to launch the season. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. And yes, we have so much going on, and so much energy that is being given to us at this particular time in our existence. First off, I want to speak about the upcoming full moon and also the upcoming new moon. These are both gateways for transformation. Like this full moon is a gateway or a gateway of transformation for our physical reality and our emotional reality, and it's basically allowing for all the old 3D programming, all the old programming that is no longer serving us, to basically go completely out of our dimension and basically be given to us clean and intact with clean energy to replace all of what has been released that no longer serves us. and and it being the particular time of the month where the veil being its thinnest. And All Hallows Eve getting ready to approach. It's a wonderful time to ask for your ancestors to lend a hand in your spiritual path, even if they may not have led the same spiritual path that you may have or you may be leading, but they are there to help us. They are there to give us strength, to give us energy, to give us power. So call on them. It's the foundation of almost every spiritual tradition known to man is ancestor worship or ancestor veneration, and ancestors must be honored, not necessarily worshipped, but more like honored, to go about giving us energy to keep us going through our day, to help us release this old 3D programming, to basically release all physical pains and ailments. Like, say, for instance, if you had a grandparent that had heart issues and you're experiencing relationship issues, go to that ancestor and ask for help, because lo and behold, it could be stemming from ancestral energy. So that's where a lot of what the season's topic kind of comes into play here is when we ask for help from our ancestors, what are they doing? They're raising our vibration. They're raising us up to allow for us to get to that heightened viewpoint of our reality. Because take it from basically like the old saying, prayers going up, blessings coming down. Okay, that's one of the mottos that a lot of my elders and a lot of my family members go by is prayers going up, blessings coming down. So use that, and also. So we have this full moon that's getting ready to come up, and it's in a 12 degree Aries, and it happens at 2:40 p.m. in Eastern Daylight Time. What is this all about? It's all about affecting the emotional and physical body and changing I should say the molecular processes, the molecular and the cellular processes of how the body deals with pain, deals with nausea, deals with certain small ailments in that particular manner. These elements, these are 3D elements that no longer serves us. They get in our way of our day-to-day activities. Now that doesn't mean that this is a fix-all and we won't never have these problems again, because obviously we're only human. We're going to have these 3D problems regardless. But this is a way of better reacting and taking action from the physical symptoms that the energy gives us. So basically, this full moon will be clearing out all the old pain and old emotional pain that is residing in the body, and that's keeping our body dense and keeping our bodies compressed. And a lot of us, or a lot of my clients I have seen in the past 3 months, have been experiencing torso issues, like digestive issues, chakra issues, pain in the lower abdomen and the upper abdomen and in the chest. And that's all due to this compression energy. And as this compression energy is compressing us, it's basically burning out all that old negative 3D belief systems and bringing us into the full 5D frequency. And as we approach that full 5D frequency, you may start hearing some physical sounds in your head of like cracking and loud noises. That's just your energy body shifting through the frequencies. Don't get freaked out if you hear a crack and you're like, oh my God, was that my neck? No, that was just you shifting through a frequency. And we're going through these frequency shifts because we are crashing timelines, and we are also taking down old grid systems and putting new grid systems up. For all those grid workers out there, for all those energy workers out there, keep up the good work. That's what we're currently doing at this particular moment in this now time, is we are allowing for new grids to start coming online, new templates. And the new moon, which is on October 19th, is actually when the first grid takes place, or when the first grid, when the last of the grids of October completely, fully download and integrate. And that's when right around October 21st into the 31st, you had a 10-day grace period in between the 21st and the 31st before the veil thins, to where all of what was being sucked out of us, or all that was being, I guess you would say, filtered out of us, as basically going through that thin part of that veil and changing its frequency and transmutating that frequency, and then sending it back to us for us to recycle and reuse. Now, obviously, probably a lot of folks are sitting there scratching their head, why would we recycle and reuse energy? Well, it's the green thing to do. And if you work with the elementals, and if you work with Mother Earth, she transmutates energy. The elementals transmutate energy. Even your guides transmutate energy. So ask them to transmutate this energy for you. Now, also another thing that they have been basically screaming at me for some time to allow for all of you to kind of come into this knowing that we're all gifted, we're all raising our vibration all at the same time, and we're making sudden changes within our energy field, as well as with Mother Earth's energy field. So as we ask, we receive as well. So the particular energies that we are asking for, be careful how you ask for them, because Spirit takes everything literal. So ask and you shall receive. And make sure that when you ask, that you ask correctly. And while you ask, or you ask in detailed, or you give Spirit detailed information. Okay? And now also another thing that they have wanted me to allow for all of us to make sense of is, with all this crazy weather that we have been having, all these natural disasters, and all this crazy stuff that's been going on in the U.S. and then all over the world, we've asked for change, people, and we're getting it. It's not necessarily that our higher power hates us and that he's got to punish us or she's got to punish us. It's more like we've asked for change, and change is what they are giving us, and people are basically thinking the higher powers are just sitting there tormenting us and basically making us suffer. No, they are just doing what we've asked for them to do, is to shed some change or bring some change upon us. And a lot of people are trying to make these natural disasters such as hurricanes and tornadoes and fires go away. No, I connected in with Hurricane Irma, and when I connected in with Hurricane Irma, I was told, no, do not touch my path, do not try to divert me, do not try to do anything to me. I need to go on the path that I was supposed to be on. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to leave her alone. If she tells me to leave her alone, I'm leaving her alone. Okay, and I'm not bashing anybody for trying to have storm divert anybody or anything like that, but I'm just saying, people, leave Mother Nature alone if you don't know what you're messing with, because she's purging. She's purging. That's what she's doing right now. And with her purging all this energy and it being directed in many different areas, it's not a coincidence. It's basically change is needed in that form, in that area, and in that particular atmosphere. Okay, so I mean, do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yep. You know, so sometimes these things that happen, we don't know what's going on, and even the people that are affected, you know, sometimes it's their way of choosing to go. You know, there's a lot of transition happening on the planet. People are leaving the planet, and sometimes that is the way that they've chosen to go. We don't know that, you know, but they've chosen that beforehand, right?
Exactly. And a lot of folks don't actually see this, but these natural disasters, they're bringing people together. They're bringing unity consciousness together. Yeah. So why would we sit there and try to divert these storms' path and these natural disasters' plan or divine plan of things? Because all that Mother Earth is doing to us is she is creating change for unity consciousness to take effect. And when she has enough of unity consciousness paying attention to her as an entity and not as a thing, then she will stop wreaking so much havoc on us. And we have to understand, Earth is not just an Earth, or Earth is just not a form of land. It is a living, breathing entity. And Mother Earth sits there and cries and sits there and laughs at the same time. And what we have to do as Earth keepers or Earth ambassadors is we have to take care of her just as much as we take care of her ourselves. She took care of us for so long. Now we have to start taking care of her as Earth ambassadors or Earth stewardess. We are her ground crew, and without her ground crew, she's basically just a over-inhabited Earth, and we need to basically show her some respect and also show her some praise. Actually, going through all the deep changes that she has went through eons ago, as well as here in this now time. It's actually a very amazing time to be alive, but actually also a very hard time to be alive too. The energy we are integrating, and we're integrating not as fast as a lot of us would like it, but we are integrating at the speed that we know how. Mm-hmm. So I believe what we are going to do for an activation today is an integration activation. This is where I will call on the elders, and this would be the elders that I work with, and they are Syrian elders, and the Syrian elders will bring us through an integration activation to basically help integrate some of the energy that is already going on with inside our bodies, and trying to basically get sequenced. And for those of you that don't know what sequenced means, is basically our codes are trying to get in order. All right, kind of almost similar like putting your ducks in a row.
Right. Good. Yeah, and I was just going to say really quickly, somebody mentioned that they couldn't hear anymore, but no, everything looks good on our end, so just refresh your page if you need to do that, but I think everything is fine on our end. Seems okay. So definitely just call back in. Okay, yeah, so great. I mean, we all love integrations, activations, and integrating, and especially right now because there's been so much going on. So it'd be amazing to have this activation to integrate more. I would say to have more ease with what's going on with our bodies and our emotions, right?
Yes, most definitely.
It can be all over the place at times, right?
Oh yes, and our emotions and with our physical bodies being all over the place at times, it happens to the best of us people. We're only half human. I mean, if we sat there and were perfect to the T, we would be a boring planet. Okay, so I encourage everybody to be themselves. Make sure that they walk their own path. Don't walk a path that doesn't agree with you just because Susie or Tom over here is walking that path. Walk a path because it means something to you, and when walking that path, make sure you walk it true. Make sure you walk it as close to what Spirit is guiding you to walk it. Okay, because our divine path may change directions many times within our lives, but we only have one destination, and that destination never changes.
Absolutely, and raising your vibration can help you to integrate even faster and with more ease. So, and I know we're going to take some live caller questions as well today, Bryan, right?
Yeah. Yes, most definitely.
Perfect.
So let's go ahead and pull in this integration activation. Okay, so for those of you that do not know how I work, now this is the fun part. I never know how these activations are going to come through me. You can ask Alara. They've come in with me practically screaming, and then they have came in with me practically whispering. So I don't know exactly how the elders will come in this time, but just be open to see how it resonates with you, okay? So just take a deep breath in and just listen to my voice.
Ugandahino urambe sokoto ura shandala kianda hile kwa kunoko ura zambara yate kandila kiashoto uram zoku unaka elewa koko unaka kine eshato uramba zesoto urande heke dorambe kwa andora ashata isende laku Romo ko ayan na esendurante. Ito urande, sambo urande, sako ko ta arasha te lahin. Rinda kya so ukuna ta arande, ekeando urandi. Hideko, Ramba Yashando Urende, Fati Akiata Arombo. Ida rume kendore, ekando ureste mikianda yeshedo uran. Eva kanali sendo uroko konahin. Grandi Shakurang. Isore davantela kandore. Dasete elakine lishato uramba soko nakinde elakia. Daro moku sande hela ru kondore shande hela arambe. Zodurek anda hik. Itoran balainde ela turete jandura asambu. Ringedo uramba hete etando. Rashete ekis. Zandure etamura kutanda ayele ete eteki ashoro okuno. Itorin kedo uramba zandure eke shandolo okunakin. Remesendure atanda. Edon della grande la surang. Zandere kita grande la cultura shamberia tehin. Zeso duranda e quando okuda. De sandure e tambura ata alande hekeso. Promokota arashende hekeso. Trimeke andurandahim. Et arasendo okuna. Rashende asuro kutoin.
And deep breath in and bring that energy up and through your root chakra. Up through your sacral. Up through your solar. Up through your heart. Up through your throat. Up into your third eye. Down into the well of dreams at the back of the head. Up and out the crown chakra. Doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby. Beaming down into the pineal gland. All the way down the Shushama. Activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And take a deep breath in. All right. How are you feeling?
Good. Good. I'm speechless at the moment. Yes, that I had no words. Coming back to the present. Yeah, that was cool. I'm just like, not being able to talk at the moment. So.
Well,
Powerful.
it's perfectly fine. With whatever y'all are feeling, allow those feelings to flow through your body. Different people will feel different things, obviously, because we're all not wired the same. And we may have different sensations going through our bodies. Some may even be painful, people, but just breathe through them. If it's painful, ask your guides to tone down the energy, because they will tone down the energy for you, okay? And then also, if you resonate with my work, check out the special offer, because and remember that these activations, they continue to work even after the session is complete. So yeah, these activations and energy techniques and processes, they're very transformational and life changing. And with that, all it is just allowing for the body to integrate and familiarize their energy field with my work and with the energy.
Beautiful, thank you. And so Bryan's special offer is on the live page. You can click on special offer, or you can go to awakenedhappinessnow.com/Bryan14. And so which is Bryan's special offer includes a personal one-on-one session with Bryan and a digital download, which is an updated psychic ability activation. And so the sessions with Bryan are all different depending on what you require, what your guides, and support team are saying you need, whatever. It's like totally different each time. Different guides come through, different galactics come through, different processes, right, Bryan? So it's totally based on you at that moment, right?
Yes, they are totally molded to the person that purchases the session, and no two sessions are alike. And really, and now there are a few beings that will be repetitive in showing up as far as like your main guides and whatnot, but no two sessions of mine are alike, and you never know exactly what's going to happen until you are actually in session time with me. And then I also give the chance, because how I do this particular one-on-one session is I do the first 30 minutes is I do a chakra and aura cleanse, and then the last 30 minutes I give you questions, unless you request otherwise and just would like to use the whole hour for questions. And so you have two ways of using that one-on-one session. You can split it up into two 30-minute sessions, or you can use it in a whole hour session. And I give that choice because, as I said before, my energy activations, they continue to work after the work is even complete. And if you choose to split your hour up into two 30-minute sessions, you know daggone well that things are going to change between the first session and the second session. So I always give that option on almost every special offer I give due to that particular fact. and I give that option to all of my clients.
Nice. Yeah, and it's a wonderful option. So keep that in mind too when you do purchase a special offer, that you can break up the personal session into two. Okay. So, Bryan, do you want to take some caller questions?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. Let me just see. All right. So let's just go to the phone line first. We have Gabby, who's been on the web call. I'm going to unmute Gabby. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You had a question for Bryan?
Me.
Sure.
I just wanted to let him know that his energy really enforced I'm a new me. I'm trying to be a new me. I've been through a lot, and I've kind of shattered the old me to become a new me. And the activation Bryan just did really affected me in a major positive way.
Wonderful. I'm glad for you, Gabby. And I just wanted to mention, as you were actually coming on to the call, and what's hilarious at your name, there was this, it was almost like a white-haired female or a gray-haired female stepped up behind me and was like, "I'm for Gabby." And I was like, "Are you a past relative or spirit guide?" And she said, "Spirit guide." So, and her name is, okay, her name is Arwen, Arwen.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. Oh, my God. Oh, I've been seeking for my spirit guide. That is so awesome.
Oh, that's great. Good.
Arwen. I'm gonna write her right now. She will be
there you go. Yes, writing your spirit guide will definitely take a beautiful effect because they really relate to our way of writing. Because have you ever tried automatic writing? Because I'm seeing you sitting down with a pen and paper, and it's almost like it's not you writing, but it's a channeled writing. So I don't know if you've ever practiced automatic writing or anything in that particular manner, but I'm seeing that you may need to pick up a pen and pick up a notebook and designate that notebook as your automatic writing notebook. Keep it by your bed, and when you get the urges to write in it, you can even write your dreams in it as well, because Arwen is saying that she will show herself in your dream time when you begin to ask for it.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's a dream come true for me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, that's exactly, this is the phase in my life that I seek that so deeply, and and I'm just honored by it, Bryan. Thank you.
You are very welcome, dear, and I hope that I hope that I helped you, and I hope that Arwen and you begin a beautiful relationship together.
Yes.
Thank you for calling in, Gabby.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Blessings.
Yes. Thank you.
Blessings, dear. You're welcome,
Bye.
dear.
Oh, that was so wonderful. Yay.
Yes. I
Yay,
love
Gabby and
allowing... Yes, most definitely. I love it when I am allowed to give a guide name to a person, because there are certain times when guides expect the individual to find their name. So there are times when I'm told, no, you keep mouth shut, let them find out my name on their own. Yeah. So
perfect.
Weird ways.
Yes. All right, we're going to go to the phone line again. Phone number ending in 3349. 3349. Hello. Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hi, there you are.
Oh, yay. Hi. This is Mary.
Hello. Hey, Mary, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what did I want to add? So I'm finding the reason why I was called to participate in this call today was because of your discussions on raising our vibration and keeping it up. And I find that I do meditations like I did this morning, which is not always, but sometimes. And I'm in the light and I'm feeling lighter. And then I get angry. And sometimes it motivates me, like to clean. But then I get angry because it's not doing what I want to do as far as cleaning. And the only people... Okay, go ahead.
So, when you begin to talk, they begin to talk. So let me just go ahead and pause you right there. And let me tell you, sweetheart, expectations need to be dropped. Okay? You are expecting too much out of your meditation. Okay? You are expecting the meditation to be a fix-all. No, it's not going to be a fix-all, city. It's going to be... meditation is all right. So basically, prayer is asking, and meditation is receiving the answers. Okay, and it's quieting your mind so you can receive the answers. All right. So, what particular questions are you asking your guides, or are you asking? I guess you would say your higher self. Have you asked them of anything or anything in particular before you're sitting down to meditate?
I'm always looking for clarity on my purpose, and then the other piece to that is I'm legally blind, and so but in moments of great clarity I can see. So it's like a switch turns on and off, and I'm always asking, what is it I need to do to keep, I don't know, the light on, or to be able to continue to participate in the 3D world so I can really see?
Okay, so let's see what that answer is. Okay, so balance is the word that I get right after you ask that question. And what I mean by balance is a balance of your feminine and masculine energies. Okay, so you basically, with you being a female, you have more of a, so you have a feminine energy, because a lot of females that are living upon the planet, they are carrying a lot of masculine energies, and they need to bring more feminine energies in. But in your case, you have a lot of feminine energies within you, and you need to bring in some masculine energies, okay? So what I would recommend is getting you some water and putting it outside in the noontime sun light, okay? Because the sun is masculine and the moon is feminine, okay? So you need masculine rays to balance out your body and to balance out that it's almost like it's going to be a reset in the body, okay, for you, and that's when your vibration will begin to raise, and that's when more clarity will begin to be more focused, okay. One other thing that I would recommend you doing is lighting a white candle on your altar. I don't care, or don't bother with any other color. Just go for white. Go for white candle, because the white color white brings clarity. And you can basically have the white energy or the white candle. You can anoint the, say for instance, if you're using a tea light, you can rub some olive oil around the top of the tea light, light it, and as you're striking that match to the, putting that fire to the wick, say, I command for clarity within my life. And as soon as that flame touches that wick of that candle, your intention is manifested. Okay? So remember, using a candle doesn't just mean light the wick. Okay? Light it with intention.
Okay.
Okay? And don't expect anything out of your meditation. And meditations will begin to get more interesting for you. And I see probably within the next 14 days, you'll see a revelation of some sort within your meditation time.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. You brought you brought clarity to that, so thank you.
Yay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you for calling in.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was so interesting. And, yeah, that was interesting because I remember for the longest time, Bryan, when I was sitting in meditation, I would not ask anything. I would just be sitting and I would just be receiving and being in that space. So I've never really ever asked for anything in meditation. It's just being, for me, meditation is just about being. Now I do, which is weird, guided processes and things like that, but when I first started, it was just, silence and just being.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't understand that, and that prayer is all about asking, and meditation's all about listening.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of folks come into the thinking, am I meditating wrong? No, you can't meditate wrong. There's no such thing as a wrong meditation. Okay? There are some poor quality meditations, but most of the meditations out there, nothing's wrong with them. It's more like your expectations or the expectation of waiting for something to happen is what's keeping you from moving forward or keeping you from actually seeing something, hearing something, feeling something, knowing something.
Absolutely. And so meditating is a great way to raise your vibration. Just being in that energy, being in that space, silencing your mind and being present in that moment, that will raise your vibration. So I wanted to take a question from the Q&A from Deanna, and she's asking, Bryan, if you can please provide guidance with career. Should my boss and coworker have been sabotaging my projects lately, and I think they're trying to get a promotion off my work that I have done. Any guidance is greatly appreciated. Okay,
so what I am picking up here, Deanna, is that with your boss and coworker, don't give them the power. Don't give them the power to rule your situation, because your situation, it feels very karmic related, okay? And folks can sit there and ask, how is a coworker and a boss karmic related? Well, we have a lot of karma with our bosses and our authority figures. And if that karma is not up, that karma is not given to us to learn from, we don't learn from it, and the lesson's not there. So we have to be shown something in our reality for us to learn from it. So that's the reason why your situation is the way it is with your boss and your coworker, is because there's karmic energy there, and the karma is definitely going to be released. And I'm seeing a releasement. Well, there's two big releasements of this karma. That one's happening directly in October, and then another one's happening in the beginning of November, and then I see a transition of possible jobs or possible positions. So there could be a promotion of some sort in your favor, not in theirs.
Perfect. Yay. Okay, good. So, Deanna, let us know how that resonates with you. We're going to go to the phone line. We're going to go to phone number ending in 1472. 1472. Hello, Nikki?
We're saying that. I'm saying, hi, Laura. Hello, Bryan.
Hello.
As you were saying, going to the phone number, I'm saying you're going to Nikki, to Nikki. All right. So, Bryan, I am very much interested in connecting with my guides for answers. I want to move. I want to be on my life path and purpose. And I kind of feel not stuck because I do believe in divine timing. So I also accept everything that's happening in my life because I know it's for a specific purpose. But is there a specific way for me to connect with my guide, or is there a specific guide that I'm supposed to be reaching out to?
Okay, so I am being shown, okay, so point blank simple, this is a group of guides, not a single guide, okay? This is a group of guides that you need to connect with, and they are the Lords of Karma, okay? Now, the Lords of Karma, okay? The great Lords of Karma, all right? Now, the Lords of Karma, they vary, well, they don't vary, but I will speak all their names to you, okay? So you got Cyclopia, which is the all-seeing eye of God or the higher power, the great divine director, the goddess of liberty, Portia, which is justice and opportunity, Kuan Yin, which is mercy and compassion, Athena, which is truth and wisdom, and Lady Nada, which is peace and devotion. Okay, these beings, obviously you cannot see, but they obviously do exist. Okay, but these particular beings, they are used in regards to releasing energetic, releasing physical karma, planetary karma, and cosmic karma. And with your purpose is to help folks release their karma. So this is why you are being guided or being told to begin to start working with the Lords of Karma. And again, the Lords of Karma is Cyclopia, the divine director, the goddess of liberty, Portia, Kuan Yin, Athena, and Lady Nada. Okay? Those are the Lords of Karma. Okay? All right.
Well, so I should try to, not try, but I should start reaching out to them.
Yes, reach out to them. First things first. Okay. Research the laws of the universe. Okay, and then another thing, what you want to do is you want to trust. And also you want to ask for these beings to make themselves known to you, and they will show themselves to you. They may not show themselves to you like how everybody else sees them, but they will show themselves to you and identify themselves to you. And like I said before, your purpose is within releasing karma from okay, so they just clarified more of the energy for me. It's not just releasing karma from people, but we're releasing karma from people, places, and things.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you saying that this is my life purpose? Like this is work
yes,
that I'm
releasing karma. And that
okay.
is part of your life purpose, is releasing karma from people, places, and things.
Okay.
Okay? And with that, work with the divine director and the rest of the lords of karma to help with releasing this karma for yourself as well as other folks. Okay? The lords of karma.
So you've got some work cut out for you there, Nikki.
The LORDS, correct?
Yes,
LORDS.
LORDS.
Okay. Well, Alara, that's quite a bit of work I've got to do.
Exactly. There you go. Go for it.
There's a book called Essential Energy Balancing by Diane Stein. She works with the Lords of Karma. Check her out.
Diane, DIANESTEIN?
Yes.
Yes, Diane
Ascension.
Stein.
What's it called, Brian? Ascension what?
Essential Energy Balancing.
Okay. Wonderful. Wow. Brian, when you did the activation, at the end of it, after the breathing and everything, I mean, my feet, both feet, were just pulsating.
Yes, that was the connection or that was basically the reestablishment of your grounding cords, and allowing for you to feel what it really feels like to be grounded into physical reality. So that's the reason why you were pulsating. Because a lot of folks only have grounding cords at their feet. When I do my activations, I always allow for a grounding cord to come out of the tailbone of a person as well, to actually ground them into Mother Earth, almost similar to like an extension cord would be grounded into a plug or a socket. Okay? So try that extra grounding cord and see how that helps and connect.
I will. Wow.
Okay.
I'm thrilled. Thank you so very much.
Good.
You are
very
welcome.
Thank you, Nikki, for calling back in.
Thanks a lot. Yes, yeah. After you started talking about, how Hurricane Irma was absolutely necessary, nothing came through. I mean, the call was still active, but I couldn't hear anything. So
go back and listen.
I will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
Good.
Take care.
Bye. Blessings.
Bye. Blessings to you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie.
So, that just listening to about, the lords of karma, the laws of the universe, those are all things that we can all do research on and learn about. We can all look into who are the lords of karma, what are the laws of the universe, what can we learn from them, and what can we use in our lives now to, number one, raise our vibration, have more ease in our lives and in our bodies, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
And if you really want to raise your vibration and have ease in your life and possibly in your body, have a session with Bryan.
Yes.
You never know what you're going to get, but, have some questions ready when you do, have your session with Bryan, and then be open to what else, he can provide. What else is there that you really need to know in that moment, right? So, for me, whenever I've had sessions with you, Bryan, it's like I came with some questions for sure. That's how I am. and then I'm open to anything else. And it's always been so powerful and so magical, and so it's like, oh wow, I did not know that that was going to happen, kind of thing, So it's like so special. So please do take a look at that. The special offer is available at awakentohappinessnow.com/Bryan14. It's on the live page. It'll be on the replay page and in the replay email that you'll be getting shortly. So Bryan, is there anything else that you wanted to share with us today? I know that you need to go as well.
The only thing I would like to share is it is the month of October, people. The veil is at its thinnest at the end of the month, this month. Make sure that you create those ancestor altars and send those prayers up so blessings can come back down. And thank you so much, Alara, for having me on the Awaken to Happiness show. And much love to all of you. Thank you, all the callers and all the listeners. And I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. And thank you so very much, Alara, for having me once again.
Absolutely, Bryan. And Bryan will be back again later in the season. But until then, please do take a look at a special offer and do what we've talked about a little bit here today. We talked a little bit about meditation. We talked about, like Bryan just said, talk to your ancestors, send up those prayers, sending up prayers, talking to spirit, talking to your ancestors. That is also raising your vibration, and then be willing and open and receiving of those blessings that come forth from them. And when you're in the meditative state, just listen, just be, right? So there's so many different ways. And then the activation, go back and listen to that again. And, when Bryan was talking about the white candle for clarity, you all can do that as well. Whenever I light a candle and, when I do meditation or anything, I don't just light a candle. I actually say a prayer as I'm lighting the candle, right? So there's an intention for what I'm doing. So definitely do that. I'm so glad you shared that with everyone too, because that's exactly what I do as well. So thank you. And I'm so glad to be back. I've missed you all. It's like I really love doing these calls. It's so much fun, and I get so much out of it too. And I'm sorry we didn't get to all of your questions, but, come back again and ask Bryan again, or have that session with Bryan. He'll be more than happy to help you out with your questions. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Bryan, so much, and have a great day. Continue to live your life filled with joy, peace, love, abundance, and happiness. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.
Blessings.